Okay, really quickly before I begin, one of the things that I don't like about social media apps, this app specifically, is that when you are about to do a green screen video, they auto select a random top 40 song and put it over the video. It's like, give me autonomy. Give me the freedom to choose. That's not the song I would have picked, babe. Okay, anyways, now to the video that I was going to make. Do you think that we should allow television adaptations, movie adaptations, etc., to exist as completely separate entities from books? Do you think, okay, here's my example. I think, for example, that books are always going to be the superior art form. One, because it's more of a personal relationship with you and the book, in which you are doing all sorts of complex brain sequences to imagine what the characters sound like, what they wear, how they look, how they interact, because it's your imagination that's conjuring them based on the incantations that have been written down for you by the author. Obviously, the specific lens of a director or an acting troupe team that make one of the adaptations, they're not going to get it how you wanted it. They're not going to get it exactly how you thought. They might try to make it similar to how the book describes it based on what they think a general audience will appeal to, but they're not going to get it exactly how you liked it. And so I wonder if what if we could reach this place where we allow our adaptations to be completely flawed because they're not a representation of the original source material. Now, that being said, I think it's totally justified if you are a fan, you're really invested in these things, as I am and as I know you are, to be disappointed when you feel like an adaptation gets it wrong. I think that's totally fine. I think it's fine to be let down when you think that they didn't live up to what you thought it might be. That is totally fine. But one of the things I don't necessarily understand is this need for an exact carbon copy of the original text instead of allowing it to be a new, interesting thing that is maybe adapted to the time. You could think about this like the US Constitution. Some people are loose constructionists. Some people are, I think that's what it's called, loose constructionists. Some people are strict constructionists, in which they want everything word for word exactly as it's written. Others want to allow it to be more loosely interpreted as world events go on and as there's new technologies such as AI and things that maybe the founding fathers didn't think about. Now, what if we think about our art that way? That when these books were originally written, whether it's Lord of the Rings, whether it's Game of Thrones, whether it's, I don't know, Harry Potter, obviously, the adaptations are going to look much different depending on when they're made, who the directors were, who the actors are, and they're going to stand alone in the zeitgeist and in the consciousness of the people that consume them. And what if we allow those separate entities to just exist as separate entities, and we don't demand of our art to be exact replications of the written text that came before? It's just an idea. It's just an idea.